By the end of this video, you're going to learn how to prepare 3 easy vegan recipes for under $7. Eating plant-based or vegan doesn't have to break the budget. Best of all, each of these meals can feed a family of 4. The last meal is our personal favorite, so make sure you stick around for it. The first meal is a black bean and rice dish with some delicious sides. We shopped at Aldi to make these ingredients affordable. Starting off with brown rice. So cooking that, the brown rice is filled with dietary fiber and keeps you feeling full longer. Red onions. We love the mild flavor and the sweetness of red onions, so we primarily use this in our cooking. Also, a fun fact about red onions is they're loaded with quercetin, which is a plant pigment that is anti-inflammatory and has antioxidant properties. Red onions also have more antioxidants than white ones. Cilantro, we enjoy the unique flavor of cilantro and it goes well with the beans. Did you know that cilantro helps remove metals from the body and help antibiotic and antiviral medications work better? That's pretty cool, isn't it? Plantains are sweet and will complement our dish really well. Plantains, or plantains as Americans call it, are rich in minerals, vitamins, and fiber. And take a look at all of our wonderful ingredients. Let's check on our rice. It looks like it's about cooked. Looking good. And when we do eat rice, we prefer brown rice because of that flavor and it helps you to feel full longer because of that dietary fiber. We love cooking with black beans because they're loaded with protein and fiber, and they're very versatile. However, black beans on their own do not have all the essential amino acids to make it a complete protein, so you can pair it with a grain such as rice to make it complete. We like draining the liquid off of the beans that it comes in so you can add your own flavors. So on to our cooking. So we're using olive oil at medium temperature. It's a healthy fat. And we're just going to add the onions and we're going to caramelize them for a few minutes. The onions add a lot of flavor to the beans and you'll see what we're talking about once you get started. Now go ahead and add the beans. Now you may be wondering, what is a complete protein? Well, complete protein is food that has all 9 essential amino acids. These amino acids your body can't produce on its own, so you have to get them from a food source. So there are at least 10 plant-based proteins that are out there. So go ahead and add a little water. By adding a little water allows you to plump up your beans a little bit. Now add your favorite seasoning. We just happen to have this in our cabinet. So it's just a multi-flavor and just a Sazón packet. And just for a little color and flavor. So that's what we're aiming for, just really making your bean dish come alive with what you already have in your cabinet. And just let it cook down. You can see that the water is bubbling a little bit. Garnish with that cilantro, which is really going to make that dish pop. And we like to use cast iron whenever possible, just because we get to absorb some of that great iron in our diet. And we're going to lightly fry those plantains. So we don't need to deep fry anything, as you're seeing here. We can just really coat it. You can just want to just brown each side until it gets a little bit of crunch. I actually like it when it's a tiny bit burnt because it just gives it that nice flavor. But, you know, just go at your own preference though. And avocados. Avocados are creamy and they are going to add that perfect balance to this dish. Go ahead and do your last bit of garnishing and see how all of this comes together. Delicious, protein rich. Just delicious. Before we get to our personal favorite meal, we'll create a tofu and broccoli stir fry with brown rice. What's there not to love about the simplicity and flavors in an Asian stir-fry dish? We'll start off with cutting that broccoli into small pieces. Did you know that broccoli has protein? In fact, 1 cup has 2.5 grams. We are just going to go ahead and get started with that tofu, cutting them into squares as best as you can. We have our garlic and ginger that have their own natural antioxidants. Just go ahead and chop those finely or crush them, just whatever tools that you have. And we are adding some sesame oil, but really you can add whatever you want. We are adding some kosher sea salt. We find that the sea salt sticks to the tofu and it gives it a crunch. And the nice thing about this is that you don't have to add any additional seasoning because it's already so flavorful with the kosher salt. And you just want to brown them. You can see how golden this is becoming. And again, not a lot of oil. You don't have to deep fry this. So this will still produce a crunch for you. And just continue cooking them until you get it to the perfect texture. Let's move on now to the broccoli. We're just going to add oil, our ginger and garlic, and the broccoli. The goal is not to overcook your broccoli. You'll notice the color will change as it cooks. And you're just going to stir it throughout so you can see what's going on. We happen to have for seasoning some soy sauce. We had another bottle of some chili pepper just to add some spice, give it a little bit of a kick. And we had this dipping sauce. This is sweet Thai chili sauce. Just use what you have and make it come alive. And just coating as you go through. And here is our finished product. The nice thing about stir fries is that you can add a variety of frozen or fresh vegetables to your pot. And now that it's summer, you can add just about anything that's in season. You get to choose what you're putting into your body. You get to be in charge of your health, which is the beauty in all of this. Take a look at this dish. It is just mouth-watering. Can't wait for you to try this one. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. Easy leftover vegetable fried rice. So we are adding some frozen corn. So the sweetness of the corn will be a nice addition for our dish. We have some red onions that is going to bring its own unique flavor. Carrots will bring a pop of color, and they offer beta-carotene, fiber, and many other nutrients. The broccoli will add some protein and additional fiber to this dish. Plus, it's going to give it a vibrant color once you put it all together. So look at that. So you want to add a little bit of oil to the pan. So here it is that we have a little bit more sesame oil. Go ahead and add in your red onions and your carrots, and you're just going to saute them until they are halfway cooked. So just adding in some more of your ingredients. Did you know that frozen vegetables retain their nutrients and can be even better than fresh vegetables? Fresh vegetables start to lose nutrients right after they're picked, and frozen vegetables are frozen right after harvesting. Now adding in your rice because it's already been cooked. So you're just going to mix it in, add your soy sauce or whatever flavor that you have. And here we have some dried seasoning, and this is a combination of things that we had in our cabinet. And you're just going to go ahead and give that a good stir and just really blending your ingredients together. My mouth is watering as I'm smelling this. Take a look at these colors. If you loved what you saw today, like and subscribe to get more tips on easy, healthy, and inexpensive plant-based meals. Thanks for watching.